Full time, Portsmouth 1, Arsenal 4, through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Before we begin, can we take 10 seconds to appreciate the flippin' drip? This shirt is absolute filth in the best possible way, that is, obviously. This was a birthday gift from a mate recently. He knows exactly who he is. This is gold. For an Arsenal fan, this is absolute gold. 1992 to 1994 home kit. It's so tricky to find retro kits these days. Amazing. So much better than that goddamn no more red kit we always wear in these matches. Every year, we rock up to the FA Cup third round wearing that flippin' no more red kit. As much as I love the initiative, we always lose in that kit. It does absolute nightmares for us. This year it's different. Rocking the home kit. Nice and easy. Job done. Through to the next round. First thing I want to bring up specifically about the match. Portsmouth gave it a red hot go. You have to respect them for that. They had the home support behind them. That's always a big bonus in these matches. These third, fourth round FA Cup matches. Lower league side against a Premier League side. Having the home advantage always does bits for them. And they really wanted it. You could tell they weren't there to just accept their fate and bow out respectfully. They gave it a go. And they went ahead. It was a poor goal for us to concede. No one deals with the rebound. They get there first and they put it away. But I do want to give Portsmouth a bit of credit. And they didn't stop there. They had one other pretty decent chance where Kepa's forced into making another really, really good save. Unlucky for him to not keep a clean sheet again today, much like the Crystal Palace Cup quarterfinal last month. But they went ahead and we didn't panic at all. You know, you don't want to read into it too much. It's a FA Cup third round match against a championship side. But, you know, sometimes your pride might be hurt going behind against a side not even in your league, literally a league down from you. But we kept our heads well and responded immediately pretty much with an equaliser. I think it's Norgaard's goal. I think it takes the final touch off Christian Norgaard. Whoever decides these things doesn't. They've given it as an own goal from a Portsmouth player who I can't even remember. Norgaard has every right to feel robbed there. But instant response from Arsenal. Again, no panic. Just business. It's a professional job to respond so quickly and easily. Only 5 minutes is what we spent behind, so credit to us for that. Hostile ground. Again, Portsmouth, you have to credit their fans. You know, they gave a bit to Gabriel, he gave a bit back. I love that kind of stuff. But Portsmouth, they were singing from minute 1 to minute 90. You have to credit that. And we blocked it out well. We just got on with our own business, understood what we had to do throughout the entire match and got the job done. And in the end, set piece again, Alea. 3 goals from corners. There's been rumours circulating about us looking to bring in this specialist throw-in coach. Holy haram ball. And Nicholas Jover has heard that news and instantly reasserted his status within this club. 3 goals from a set piece today. The first one, again, that own goal. The second 2, both headers from Gabriel Martinelli. And again, you don't want to read into this match too much in terms of frustrations you have, but we should have taken our chances and we should have gone in to the break having scored 3 or 4 goals. 4 goals, to be honest, because we got that equaliser through, I'm saying, Norgaard. And then Martinelli gets a header. And then right before halftime, we have back-to-back, a ball across that finds its way to Martinelli. He's right there. He needs to put that away. And he's kind of scuffs it off his heel. It hits the post. And then the penalty, which Madueke has done, has caused his regular chaos down the right. I'm giving him credit for that. The way he's, you know, made that really, really dangerous run down the right. Got on the goal side of the defender, taking him right to the byline. He's so good at that. And he goes down. I think it's a bit soft as a penalty, to be fair. It is a penalty. Madueke has the confidence to step up and take it. And he drags it wide. Very unfortunate. Could have gone into the break more than a goal up if he just puts that away. And it should have been our 4th of the first half, if I'm being brutally honest. So next time, Madueke, just put that away for me, pal. Yeah? Sweet. Thankfully, it didn't really cost us in the second half. We get the 2 goals that we should have had in the first half. In the second half, they're both from Gabriel Martinelli. The first one from an absolute peach of a ball into the box from Gabriel Jesus, his first assist of the season. Martinelli puts it away like a true striker. And then the 4th and final goal for Arsenal today is the 3rd and final goal from Gabriel Martinelli today. Another header from a corner. Who knew he had this in his locker? 2 headers from set piece today. Martinelli, that's the way to respond to what happened against Liverpool. You know, I don't want to say I feel for you, because what you did was bad. It was a really poor, heat of the moment judgment mistake. One that I would like to think I wouldn't have made, and that I would like to think a lot of the other players wouldn't have made. It's unacceptable what you did, but that's how you respond. And I'm really glad he straightened things out with Conor Bradley straight after the game, and put that on his socials, the Instagram story, just to clear things up, just to let people at least know what his thinking was in the moment, even if it was wrong what he did, still getting people to understand his thoughts behind his actions. And that's how you respond. It really does not get any better than that in terms of a response. He should have had more. He should have scored a super hat-trick. He should have scored 4 goals today, but we'll take 3. We'll take 3, taking the match ball home. Kick on from here. You know, it's unfortunate that we can't just sit back and celebrate him scoring a hat-trick. That's the standard he's unfortunately slipped to these days, where we're not really relaxing and celebrating what he's doing, but rather just hoping that it does wonders for his confidence and helps him to level up in the matches that really matter. A couple other players I want to specifically bring up. Ethan Nwaneri was genuinely moving like Santi Cazorla in that first half. That's not an exaggeration at all. The way he's receiving the ball in the half turns, the way he's carrying it, assessing his options, picking the right one most of the time. He's so silky on the ball. He's a delight to watch, and I want to see more of him. It shows the level of the squad these days, where it's so tricky for him to even get in the squad. He's not even in the matchday squad most of the time. In Premier League matches, we have just so many other really, really strong attacking players that we prefer to use over him. But that performance is going to hopefully make Arteta reconsider his thoughts and find ways of getting Ethan involved in Premier League matches, because what a talent this kid is. It's utter just foolishness to leave him out in so many matches where he could be making a real impact, because what a flipping talent this guy is. And you know, you understand he really wants to fulfill his potential at Arsenal. He's got an opportunity to go play on loan for the second half of the season, but from what I'm hearing, he wants to stay at Arsenal and fight for his place and continue to do bits for the club he loves. He's a local boy, loves Arsenal. He's one of us, you know. He's just an Arsenal fan. He's like me, like so many other Arsenal fans, where if we were in the same situation as him, we would stay at Arsenal because it's where we want to be. We want to fight and do well at Arsenal. So he's going to stay. It's up to Arteta to give him more opportunities now. Get this kid involved. It's stupid that he's only played 12 matches this season, including today. That's played in 12 matches, not even started 12, just featured in 12 matches. Some of those matches are 2-3 minutes off the bench. He needs to be playing more. And then another Hale end I want to bring up, Marley Salmon, 16 years old. What a talent he is. Very funky kind of defensive combination we had there at the end. Timber and Norgard at centre-back, and I believe Marley Salmon was actually playing as a right-back at the end. A very interesting decision there. But Marley Salmon, another Hale ender coming through, that is another player you look at and go, what a talent. What a talent. 16-year-old Marley Salmon, second Arsenal match for the senior side in a competitive match. Today played against Club Brugge in the Champions League, gets a chance today. And with both of them, it's not 2 or 3 minutes off the bench, it's 15 minutes off the bench. He didn't have all that much to do. Couple moments where he's received the ball, worked it around nicely, slowly build up his confidence, although I don't think that's really an issue, to be fair. Give him opportunities, show him that he's a big part of our plans over the next 5 or 10 years, that we really, really want him to stay and make something of himself at this club. I think he's got real potential to go and be the successor to William Saliba. I want to see him do that. Kai Havertz as well. So good to see him back. I like to think that the ultimate sacrifice he made at the start of the seaon, getting injured so that we'd go back in the market for Eberechi Eze. I want to think that he did that on purpose, just so we'd sign Eze, just so we'd complete that incredible storyline, bringing him back to the club. But no, seriously, Havertz has a real claim to be our first choice striker going forward, because he's gotten really big over the summer. Like, maybe he would have lost a bit of that after so many months out injured, but he would have really focused on that in his rehab recovery, making sure he doesn't lose the build. So I'd also like to think that he can do just about everything Gyökeres can do with his physicality, causing chaos, disrupting back lines, as well as being able to actually link up play and maybe even score. Because I tell you what, Gyökeres is actually on track to score less goals this season in all comps than Havertz did last season, because Havertz did 15 last season. Just over halfway through this season, Gyökeres is on 7, so he's on track to get probably mathematically 13 or 14. So Havertz, I don't think he'll start on the weekend against Forest or even against Chelsea in midweek, but it's so good to have him back. Ease him back slowly, don't push him all too hard all at once, but ease him back, and if he's ready, play him, because I think he is our best striker. Being totally honest, that is a sentence I never thought I'd mutter following the signing of Gyökeres in the summer. But Havertz is back. That's one of the biggest positives today. But that's going to just about do us for today. I think I read into it a little more than I should have. I can't help myself. You just want to unpack everything. Final thing I will say, rotated side gets the job done. That's a reoccurring theme this season. These kind of, not low stakes matches, but matches where you can afford to take it a bit easy and trust that a rotated side will get the job done. Because Rice and Saka, especially those two, not playing a single minute today, that's something you love to see. Give them their rest. Saka and Rice are two of the players that you just absolutely do not want to be having injured. And then Odegaard, Timber, even Zubimendi, who played so much football this season, not given the start, given a rest. They've come off the bench. Rotation's so important at this time of year. We have so many fixtures coming up. There's just no time to breathe at all. We have Chelsea on Wednesday night, and then straight over to the weekend is Forest. That's on Saturday. No, we don't even get a Sunday match. How rough is that? It's absolute chaos this time of year, so rotation is so key. Very glad we've been able to do that today. We're going to have to hope that we get a lot of our players back soon, especially on the defensive side, because Calafiori, Hincapié, and Mosquera still out. Saliba wasn't in the squad today. Hopefully there's nothing serious on that one. But I'm hoping now we look fresh on the week. In midweek against Chelsea. Chance to make a real statement there. Go to Stamford Bridge, place we've already been this season. Get a good result. Get the scoreline on our side, hopefully going into the second leg of the Emirates, and go and win the Carabao Cup. We're showing really strong positive signs in the cup matches this season with rotated sides. I fully believe there's a chance to go and win the Carabao Cup and with the FA Cup as well. Only one match today, but let's keep going and see where it goes. Would love to win a cup this season, if not two. Two's probably a bit too much to ask, but we're in a good position to win a cup this season, along with hopefully the Premier League. That's going to do it for today. I definitely read into it way more than I should have. Too long didn't watch is Martinelli hat-trick through to the next round of the FA Cup with a rotated squad. This shirt again, by the way, we can't end it on just a simple "come on you Gunners." This is filthy. This is absolute filth. Come on you Gunners.